What's going on, everybody out there? Before we begin this video, I just want to take a second to say to everybody who plays Xbox in the gaming community, I apologize. There's people running around representing Xbox and they're doing a terrible job and they're giving you false information, and this is going to be a response video just to correct something before it gets out of hand. I'm going to talk about two things. I'm going to talk about PC first, and I'm going to talk about the Xbox Scorpio. Now, me being the new face of Xbox, of course, that is Xbox knowledge, not just the gaming platform. True gamers should never limit themselves to one platform. If you like a game and it's on a console you hate, then I guess you should buy the console if you really like the game. Anyway, let's get into this video right here. First of all, let's talk about the Steam video that's floating around right now. It says 34% of Steam users do not game in 1080p. Oh, pardon me. They don't game. They game in 1080p and lower. Matter of fact, let's check the video and see. It says, yeah, 34% of Steam users game at 1080p. Now, people are using this as an argument because of the Scorpio. I just want to do the math with you guys real quick because you can see this in the background. This is me doing a calculation, okay? So we can debunk this right away. 34% of 125 million. Now, Steam has 125 million users currently. This is the date of February 24th, 2015. So this is over a year old, and Steam was at 125 million. This is the last report from Valve on Steam users. That is the substantial number, okay? So let's take the old number, which is the number that they have, not this year's number, not 2016. Let's use the old number, the number that's probably smaller. Definitely not going to be definitely going to be larger than that, okay? So we could just throw that out the window. 34% of 125 is 42.5 million users in 1080p. That is the Xbox and PlayStation combined. A little bit under that, but pretty much put it this way. It's almost the same amount of people. So for those of you running around here saying that PC gamers do not game in 1080p, can you please stop? Just stop that argument. Learn how to read a fucking chart, because it's clearly right here. Right here in front of you guys. Learn to read a chart. It's right there on the screen, 34.72%, which equals out to 42.5 million people that are gaming in 1080p. Now, 4K is something rare because it's very expensive. We all know that. Now, people are using the argument that the Scorpio is going to be 4K. Well, 6 teraflops is definitely going to be able to touch 4K with a 2.0 HDMI port, but I'm almost certain you will not be getting 4K at 60 frames, and you will not be getting max settings, which still means PC is ahead of you. Now, for those of you who don't know, PC is already comfortably sitting at 5K and approaching 8K, which is going to be the next jump in resolution. So by the time Scorpio does get 4K and PlayStation releases its PS5 and its 4K, PC will already be at 8K. So for you people that are trying to compare consoles to PCs, just stop. You sound stupid. This is coming from the new face of Xbox, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I had to make this video because it's embarrassing to see you Xbox guys continue to do this. You really need to stop and learn how to read. It's simple math. Here's a calculator. You put 34% in of 125 million users, and you will get 42.5 million users gaming at 1080p. And more than likely, it's going to be at 60 frames. But the bottom line is, it's stable 1080p. Now, if you're an Xbox user, you should be embarrassed to even say this, because Xbox wasn't even running at a locked 1080p. It came up with a whole new fucking system called dynamic 1080p. So I had to make this video to hurry up and debunk this, because I don't want this to get out of hand, because I know people are going to spread this nonsense and you're going to make yourselves look further stupid. So stop that and wait for the Scorpio to come out, because it's powerful. But even though it's powerful, you still could get a 980 Ti and wipe the floor with the Xbox Scorpio. We don't know what the process is going to be like. We don't know any of that stuff. But if you take the price of a current graphics card that matches the power of the Scorpio, that means the Scorpio is going to be either $1,000 or it's not going to have that kind of power. And for $1,000, you can get a PC that'll do 4K. You probably won't even like the PC that does 4K for $1,000. So why would you like the console? So let's cut it out. Let's just be logical for a second. And you don't know what the Neo is going to do. So let's just be logical for a second, because you guys are setting yourself up for disaster. They announced a console on top of a console. So you know something's going to go wrong with this. If you're an Xbox user like me, you know you just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. Anyway, it's your boy Jimmybgaming. I'm out of here. Just for you guys to know, I will be changing the name of my YouTube channel. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just gonna change the name because when I was live streaming, there's a few people that have names that are very similar to mine, and for some reason YouTube is grouping all of our videos together based off that. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. So I'm gonna have to change the name of my channel just to keep that from happening, because I don't work hard to make a video for that to be the case where they share my channel with other people because we have similar names. And for the record, that is my real name. So I thought it was cool to use my real name, but I'm gonna have to change it and find a different name for my channel. Anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all be good. And stop spreading lies and learn to read a fucking book, please. It's embarrassing. You guys really need to cut this shit.